My name's Colin, welcome to 4 Ounce Insight, and in this video I'm going to do a 4 ounce 4-fight pick. Yes, I did practice that. For the upcoming Shevchenko and Grasso 2. There's some interesting fights on there, but I'm only going to pick the 4 from the main card. So starting off with Zellhuber and Yargos, the Spartan. This is a, typical long rangy fighter against a short, stocky powerhouse. So Huber's got like a 77 inch reach, and I think Yargos has got like a 71, 72 inch. So there's a big discrepancy there in their ranges. Yargos likes to use wrestling and has power. Zellhuber, he's got really good takedown defense. I mean, statistically, it's very high. But his last 3 fights have either been won or lost by decision. Whereas Yargos, he can switch your lights out. And I believe he's the more experienced fighter. He's definitely got a bigger record. I think he's easily got 30, 35 fights. I think he's 20 and 10, so maybe 30 odd. So who's going to win this? Is it power and wrestling, or is it that takedown defense and kind of long, rangy striking? I'm going to go Zellhuber. I don't think he's going to stop Yargos. I think he's just going to exhaust him, frustrate him, and drag out another unanimous decision. But there is always that possibility that he gets his lights switched out if Yargos can get close enough. But I think I'm going to go Zellhuber. Like I said, unanimous decision seems to be his win or lose strategy. So all 3 rounds, I think he gets that one. Next, we move on to Rosas Jr. against Terence Mitchell. Now, I think they're pushing this young lad in Rosas Jr. a little too hard, a little too quickly. Now, I know they want him on a main card, and I know they want to get the spotlight on him, and he is already a fairly big star for someone that's only had 2 fights in the UFC. He's won 1 and lost 1. In his first fight, he was completely dominating. It's a first round submission. His wrestling's on point. He's a very aggressive wrestler. He's high energy. In his second fight, we saw his age. He blew his wad in the first round and just didn't have the energy to finish the fight in the next 2, and he lost by decision. Has he learnt that lesson? Is he going to get excited? Is he going to rush out there? Very possibly. Like, he is a kid, and sometimes it takes a little while to learn certain lessons. Terence Mitchell can shut your lights out. He can knock people out. He's well-rounded, so he has got grappling skills. He's got fairly decent takedown defense, although I think he is going to struggle a bit early on. But if that gas tank goes, he very probably can find the chin. And not that I want to see Rosa get knocked out, especially as he's a young kid. I think he needs a slightly easier path. I think Terence Mitchell's going to be a little bit too much for him. Just a little bit. So I'm going to go Mitchell on that one. Although I could easily see it going the other way. Early takedown, rear naked choke. I could definitely see that. But I'm going to put my money on Mitchell for this one. The next one, this one is a really difficult one for me because I think this one's a true coin toss. So we got Kevin Holland and Jack Della Maddalena. I'm just going to call him Maddalena because the Della bit froze me. Kevin Holland. Who knows? Mr. 50-50. He's going to lose or he's going to win. And I think he lost to a Das from Hamzat. Then he fought Wonder Boy. Then he beat Ponzinibbio. And then gets a Das against Chiesa. He clearly can fight, and he's got weird power as well. He hurt Wonder Boy really early on. And then Maddalena's just been on a tear. He's undefeated in the UFC. Now, his last fight was a split decision. Maybe could have gone either way. Did he edge it? I think he probably did. I don't know, it was a tough one. Again, it was a close call. But he is a march forward, crack you in the face, hit you hard type of fighter. This one's a really interesting one. I can see it ending in KO either way. I really, really can. I can easily see it go the distance and it being a war. I guess my head says Magdalena. I'm going to say Jack. My head says Jack. My heart says Holland. Holland just has this habit of suddenly going on a little tear, getting 2-3 fights and then, you know, losing a couple of fights and then winning a few fights and then losing again. And I think he's going to turn up for this one. My heart says Holland. I'm going to go with my heart, even though I think that one might come back and bite me in the backside. The smart money, I think, is actually on Jack. But, like I said, I can really see Kevin Holland doing something here and maybe shocking a few people. I think in the rankings, they're very, very close. I think the fight will be very, very close. And it definitely could go either way. I think Holland could probably sub Jack. We haven't seen whether Jack's jiu-jitsu is super slick, but he can beat you into a shell and then choke you out, no doubt. Tough one, but I'm going Holland. And then we got Grasso Shevchenko. Now, this really, really, really depends on one factor. Did that fight rock Shevchenko's confidence? And the reason I say that is when we saw Usman Edwards 2, Usman dominated Leon. Not the first round definitely was Leon's. Usman goes back to, I'm going to grapple, I'm going to push up against the fence, and he soundly beats him all of the other rounds. We know how that head kick lands. Oh my God, what a beautiful head kick. Leon Edwards becomes champ. In the rematch, we saw a very confident Leon Edwards and a less confident Usman. He didn't ever look like he was going to get a hold of that fight and win the belt back. Maybe because he was aware that he could get knocked out. Maybe it rocked him. And I think Shevchenko's going to... I don't think Shevchenko's got that ego. She's lost before and she bounced back. And she is a true martial artist. I think she would have seen the gaps, made the adjustments to win. But then Grasso is going to be even more confident. She now knows she can beat her. And it was a nasty, nasty choke. Right across the chin. You know, that was painful. And when she let go, her face was two-tone. Shevchenko's face was red from the top and white from the face down, chin down. You could see the line where the arm had gone across. It was nasty. Now, has that got in her head? My gut says no. But again, you never know. Like I said, she's bounced back from defeats before. I think she's going to do it again. It may be one-sided Shevchenko or it might be a war. But I'm going to put my money on Shevchenko on this one. I think Grasso's going to offer up a good fight. She's going to come out confident. She's definitely studied Shevchenko. She did a lot in that fight to get out of some of the traditional Shevchenko style fighting. You know, she was very aware of certain things. And Shevchenko made mistakes. She definitely made some mistakes. And Grasso took advantage of that. And I don't think that's going to happen the second time around. I just can't see it. But I've been known to be wrong plenty of times. Plenty of times. So I'm going to go Shevchenko. So to recap, Zellhuber, Mitchell, Holland, Shevchenko. I know a lot of people wouldn't pick those people. Let me know your picks in the comment section below. Tell me what I'm missing. I'm actually quite looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a fun card. I'm definitely looking to the Holland Jack fight. I think that's going to be a storm. yeah, let me know what you think. That was my 4-ounce insight. And like I said, let me know yours in the comments section below. And until next time, I'll catch you later.